Hey guys, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. This is going to be your monthly tarot forecast for the month of October. This is a reading for the Aries people, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. It is a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which is linked down below in the description box, okay? Very quickly before I get started with your reading, a few quick shameless plugs. It is retrograde season, so check out the retrograde series playlist. We are in Mercury retrograde, and we also have a few planets stationing direct during this month. With that being said, I offer a retrograde reading for any planet that's in retrograde. You can specify in the personalization box on Etsy. If you don't specify, I will give you a Mercury retrograde reading, and that link is down below in the description box as well. And the last plug that I have is for the October raffle. This month I am giving away a loose herbal smudge blend. If you are interested in entering that raffle, go on and click on that link in the description box. Watch that video. The instructions are in there, okay? All right, let's get into it, Aries. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread looking at the overall energy for you for the month of October. Any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during this month, because we are in October and dealing with Libra energy for most of the month, looking at where you need to tap into your opposite sign's energy and bring some balance into your lives. And as always, a quick soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this spread. I am reading with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, the Fountain Tarot, and the Beyond Lemuria deck for anybody that is interested. And now we're really going to get into your messages. For the first card in your spread, for the overall energy for the month of October, Aries, you have Yang. And let me just say, so far, y'all's reading is my favorite. I haven't even read your cards yet, but I pulled the cards and I like what I'm seeing here. So October is lit for you guys. This does not surprise me. We're in your opposite signs energy for most of the month. We're in a retrograde in your opposite signs energy. We also have your full moon coming up during this month as well. So this energy is very, very potent for you. There's this misconception that when you're dealing with your opposite energy, it's just all bad. And while it can be a little difficult, a little rough, tough, and dirty at times, depending on where you have work to do, opposites attract. You are fire, Libra is air, air fuels your fire, literally wind. When you fan fire, it you know, depending on how you're doing it, it can make it grow. You know, like look at the forest fires in Cali and in Colorado. Wind starts blowing and it goes crazy, right? So tap into this Libra energy during this month and take advantage of it because it is very potent for you and it is here for you to make some very positive changes in your life, okay? You've got Yang for your overall message, and the numerology on this card is the number 1. So what I like to see in your deck here, in your spread here, is that your energy is literally in alignment. Like you are literally aligned right now, Aries. You are the first sign in the zodiac. You are the first sign of spring. You are cardinal. You resonate with the number 1. 1 is the number that is attached to the energies of manifestation, independence, new chapters, growth, insight, all the things of that sort, all that initiative energy, and you have that coming in for you for the month of October. And as far as Yang is concerned, this is masculine, this is external, this is outward energy. So what I believe the message is here for you as far as on a general level, Aries, is that this is a month for you to step out of your box. And not that you even have a box, but I get the sense that a lot of you Aries people, for whatever reason, and I think I'm remembering a couple of your other spreads in which you've been doing a lot of work to where you haven't either been doing a lot of work or had a lot of stuff to take care of to where you haven't necessarily been putting your energy into yourself. I remember one of your messages either last month or the month before was that you actually need to tap into what people believe is your shadow energy, which is not always a bad thing, and be a little selfish and focus on you and do the things that you enjoy. This Yang card coming up here is another reminder of it, and this one is kind of like, this is in your face. It's almost like, hey, Aries, you've already been told, by me, you've been shown by spirit, by the universe, by God, by the angels, by your friends, by your family, by the things that are happening around you, that there are certain things that you need to do that require you to give attention to yourself. And for whatever reason, while you may have given it a little bit of thought here and there, a little bit of time and a little bit of energy, you know, a couple of times a month, I don't even want to say like a week, because I feel like Aries, you have not been putting the energy and effort into yourself, the same energy and effort into yourself that you put into everybody around you, okay? This Yang message For you guys, for the month of October is another one. Again, it's in your face. Aries, it is time to be selfish. It is time to focus on you, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your needs, your desires. Hey, everybody else around you is going to be cool. You do enough. You put in enough effort. You put in enough work. You provide enough for the people. You lead the way enough. Aries, do that for yourself this month, okay? That is really the main message that I have for you here. I'm going to go into the next card in your spread, all right? Next card is in the position of your crossing energies or obstacles that you might be facing during the month of October. And when I pulled it, I was like, yo, that's very, very interesting. You've got the Fountain. And this is the Fountain Tarot deck. This is a very, very potent, positive energy typically in this spread. It's all about transmutation and ascension, right? However, this is coming up in the crossing energy, and it is crossing yang. What I am getting with this message here, it has a little bit to literally do with your elemental energy, to do a little bit with your fire. So Aries, you've been being told, you've been being shown that you got to do some stuff for yourself, right? And while I'm sitting up here fussing at you in your spread, I didn't stop, well, because y'all aren't talking to me, but I didn't stop to think, well, like, why hasn't Aries been doing X, Y, and Z? You know, I said a little bit of something here and there, and that those are things that are on the surface. However, this Fountain card crossing you tells me this has a little bit to do with your spiritual energy. Aries, you may have been in a space, and you may not have even known this on a conscious level, but subconsciously on a spiritual level, you may have either been a little burnt out or a little uninspired, if that makes sense. This is your crossing card. These cards, I typically say turn them into an upright supporting position. And for the yang energy, you definitely need to turn the Fountain into an upright supporting card, okay? So for the month of October, one, the message is do some things that make you happy. And don't do the things that make you happy taking anybody else's feelings or anybody else or anything else, period, into consideration. What do you like? And when you start to put in, oh, well, will my family be okay? Will my family be down to do that? Nope. Stop yourself right there. Start your thought over. We're not thinking about your family right now. What do you want to do? Oh, will my job be okay with me? Stop yourself from thinking right there. We're not thinking about what your job is going to do. You need to start focusing the energy and being intentional with your energy into the spaces and the places in the energies that you are meant to be in, that you want and that you need to be in. And when you incorporate external energies and you incorporate extra things into it, guess what happens? It doesn't play out for you in the way that it's supposed to, in the most beneficial way. It might play out a little bit, or it might not play out at all, because you're starting to put in these other energies that are not meant to be there. This month is about you, Aries. This is another message to be selfish. Think about what it is that you like doing. Think about the things that bring you joy. Think about the things that bring you light. And in the month of October, you do that. And don't worry about what anybody has to say about it. Don't worry about, oh, well, I got to do this over here, so you can't take the time to do that. Nope, you figure that out, because I'm going to do this anyway, because I need to. I got things to do, okay? Next position in your spread is where you need to tap into your opposite sign, Libra's energy, and bring in some balance. And you have the Star, and so I think this just further confirms the message that I was giving you guys with this fountain energy here. The Star is hope. The Star is positivity. The Star is, dreams come true, wishes come true. So one, again, reminder, do the things that you enjoy during this month. And then I think this card also comes in to bring a little bit of balance. Aries, you do a lot of work, and you're always starting something new, moving towards a goal. You are fire energy. However, with this Star card popping up, where you need to bring balance in is that you need to start believing that the work that you're doing is actually going to turn out to be successful and abundant. It does not make sense to put out empty effort. And when I say empty effort, it's when you're doing work because you have empty goals in mind. And this might sound kind of bad for some of you guys, but empty goals are typically a lot of the goals that society has placed on us to strive towards. So like white picket fence. I don't know if we're still using that as a term, but like white picket fence, top-notch career, nuclear family, all the money in the world. If you're having these empty goals and you're striving and working towards these empty goals, you're losing your fire. Your fire is dimming. Your light is shutting down. It's getting a little bit dark in there. So during this month, you need to reevaluate the things that you're working towards and say, like, am I working towards, like, is that really what I want? Or do I want a different aspect of this that includes a lot more stuff that I'm passionate about? And then start to shift the way that you think so that it can manifest in the physical. Remember that our thoughts and our words are very, very powerful. Start to speak and think and will these things into existence. It is a time for you to start focusing on the things that bring you light and bring you joy. I wouldn't be surprised if you start having epiphanies during this month, especially because we have your full moon. And anytime you have your full moon, that is a time of clarity and illumination for you, and it lights up the path to the things that you need to do to finish out your rotation around the sun. So do what you want to do during this month. Do what makes you happy, okay? Don't worry about what anybody else says, and start reevaluating the things that you think have value in your life right now, because what I'm getting from your spread is, and maybe they did at one point in time, but what I'm getting from your cards right now is that your views and your perspective and your values are shifting and they're changing, and it's time for you to start acknowledging that and figuring out what they are shifting and changing into, okay? Last card that I have in your spread, Aries, is in the position of your soul message, and you've got the solar plexus chakra. So just even more confirmation and a reminder to worry about yourself during this month. And I don't even want to use the word worry because that has such a dense and negative connotation to it. Focus on you this month. Solar plexus chakra is the chakra of the self. This is the chakra of the way that we put ourselves out into the world, the way that we feel about ourselves. This is the Manipura. It's the center of the soul. If you're into chakras and you know a little bit about that, you know what? I should put up some chakra videos. I think I'll do that. So for you guys, for this month, just another reminder. This is not a month about anybody else. Aries, don't feel bad if you have to take your energy away from somebody else or something else and put it into yourself so that you can progress towards this star energy and an upright fountain energy. Yo, these two cards coming out in the spread together is very, very powerful. And then you got Yang, like, that's wild. And then you got the solar plexus chakra, like, that's even more wild, Aries. Be that shadow Aries that everybody seems to think you guys are during this month, and be selfish and don't feel bad about how you have to present it. Granted, we're in a Mercury retrograde, so you know the way that you come off or the things that you say or the things that you're doing, some people might not understand it. It might come off as miscommunications, but I'm gonna be completely honest, this is not the time for you to really worry about that, and that is so off for me to say during a retrograde, but it's really about you, and you cannot give your time and your effort and your energy to worrying about what other people are thinking about the moves that you're making. Because listen, the moves that you have the fountain and the star card, the moves that you are making during this month are literally putting you into living your best life, okay? So get over that, oh, what are people gonna say? Oh, I don't want anybody to feel bad. Listen, that's the thing about feelings. They come and they go. So if somebody feels bad about what you're doing, guess what, Aries? They'll get over it. They'll get over it, and what will be happening for you? You'll be in the spaces that you need to be in, so don't worry about it, okay? And that is all that I got for you guys. I hope that those messages found you well. If you enjoyed that reading, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. It does help make my channel and my videos more visible on YouTube. I also appreciate any tips or donations for these messages. Got my info linked down below in the description box. What else? I gave y'all all of the shameless plugs at the beginning of the video, so that's all I got for y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.